How's it going, guys? It is January 28th today. It's a beautiful day. It's actually like only minus 2 degrees, which is to us is very balmy. We should be out here in our t-shirts, but yet we're still not. Haven't quite figured that out. But anyways, Lee and I are working on this 1050 here. And what we are doing is we are unhooking it from the drill, which is only takes 2 minutes to do because, you know, the harder part is we're pulling the wiring harness out. Now, as you guys know, Lee and I, we've done a lot of wiring harnesses in our day. We've done it to the 1050 many times. And last year, we ran up and put the wiring harness in the triple tractor up north. And we are now removing this wiring harness. It's already just about out. Hence all that. All that had to go under here. Right underneath here, underneath the cab. And we don't want to say how long... I can't Lee was working on this with the tractor shut off because, you know, that's the safety thing to do. And but the problem is the airbags weren't aired up. And so I come down here and, you know, things were, you know, how's it going, Lee? And, you know, all that fun stuff. And
sure, yeah.
And Lee's like, hey, it's awesome, you know, kind of not really. Been working on this for 20 minutes. Can't get this wiring harness out. And I'd be like, well, let me try this way. So I'm trying to help him, you know, twisting cables. Any luck? No, I still can't. Of course, Lee's in a very awkward spot down there. I should have been recording this. I don't know why I didn't. I think it's because my phone was dead this morning. I forgot to plug it in last night. So I had it charged in the truck. But anyways, no excuse on my part. So Lee is underneath there trying to work this wiring harness and, you know, trying to get it out. And I'm, you know, I'm pulling. I'm trying to be very helpful and trying to help him out, right, Lee? Yeah. And he's like, it's just not coming. And I'm like, wow, I don't know what we're gonna have to do here. It went in, it's gonna have to come out the same way. He's like, well, I don't know how it went in. And I was like, you know, maybe 10 minutes pass, 15. And I'm like, you know what, I think there's only one thing that we can do in order to get that wiring harness out. I'm just waiting for you to figure it out. And
It clicked.
It finally clicked, and Lee's like, we gotta start the tractor to air up the cab, right? And I'm like, yeah. So that's a quality friend. Yeah. Just wanted to say that is a quality friend.
Yeah.
Friends don't just, oh, by the way, you should do this. Friends, let it play out a little bit. Let it play out. Just kind of see where it goes, because that's how you know we're good friends. And of course, he tried to throw stuff at me, but, you know, we couldn't, you know.
I couldn't move enough
He
to
couldn't
throw
move. He was kind of tucked in there. So we started up, aired up the cab, shut back off, and pulled out the wiring harness. So anyways, we are continuing to take out this wiring harness.
We got to take off the bracket.
Take out a few brackets here and there. It's a beautiful day. Look at that nice hunk of bird poop, eh? Isn't that beautiful? Always shake your boots off. Yes, I have my carpet in here, but Mike doesn't take his shoes off when snow can be on carpet and not melt. You know what I mean? So we've unhooked. This is the X30, runs the Bourgault. This is a Bourgault wiring harness, just so you know, hence Bourgault drill. Not the same wiring harness. So this is the 84-foot 1340 tank. This was running Ashton's drill, which is the 68. This is the X30. I have an X35 for that one. Don't be confused. Though they're pretty much identical wiring harnesses. We found that out, right, Lee?
Yes. Yeah.
Except there is one cable different. The X35 has one extra cable.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what it's for. But there is one. And we found that out the hard way because we wired everything in, hooked everything up, and realized that
take it all back out of here.
we had... I think we just removed that one particular cable. But anyways, doesn't matter. So we had it all kind of nicely wired in here, and now it's kind of a mess looking. We're trying to unwire it. It only shouldn't take us too long, but that's what we're doing. So I figured you guys probably have a few questions, like, Mike, why are you unwiring the, like, does that mean that the 1050 is leaving? Yes, the 1050 is going to be leaving.
What's coming?
Well, that's a very good question. I don't know what's coming. I guess you guys are going to have to stay tuned.
I hope it's, you know, I'm not biased, but I'm really hoping.
Lee is like very
biased.
not, but always very biased.
Yeah.
He is only a class guy. Only.
I mean, there's only one type of green.
He's only, and yet Ashton says she's not biased either, but she's clearly biased to case it's, unless it's red, leave it in the shed type deal.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that
That's how Ashton rolls. Don't worry, guys. You guys got me. I don't really care. You know, you got to have a few.
Mate, you have a whole box of crayon colours. That just shows you're not biased.
Yeah, that's true. And I color with them all. Okay, anyway, we got to get back to work here. Okay, so we pretty much, what was that, Lee? I just cut you off.
Oh, sorry.
We got the harness pretty much all off. And we're going to try and keep it all in one piece as much as possible. because it's got to get transferred from one tractor to another. We don't have another tractor to transfer it to here yet, but we'll get this figured out. Lee's struggling putting all this wiring harness in this box down here.
Well, you're one of those guys who I bet goes back to the store with a return like it's been never taken out of the box. I'd like my money back.
Never been taken out.
Yeah,
We've never taken it out.
Look at this.
Nothing wrong with it. It's just, there's about 27 miles of wiring harness here, no big deal. Oh yeah, the box is only half full, Lee.
Sure. I'll keep going around the top.
Just be careful with all the wiring harness here.
Oh, now you're gonna get
especially my camera monitor, my keypad.
Anything else?
You know, I don't know.
Your child?
Yeah, my child. Chapel is in this wiring harness somewhere. You guys just don't know where he is. Please don't get it all tangled up, because can you imagine?
Oh, boy.
There, it's actually all zip tied and taped together. If you just grab that.
Thank you, sir.
I'll help you with this. Get it over.
Yeah, I really want it over.
There you go. Yeah, perfect. You got it?
Oh, sure, yeah. Yeah, this
Oh, yeah, like perfect.
mint.
Easy. Easy. You got this.
You expect me to put a lid on this?
Yes. It all came out of there, right? Actually, it's not
true. Thank you for your business. I really appreciate you.
Okay. Oh my goodness. I know you guys probably have some questions like, Mike, what the heck are you going to replace the 1050 with? The 1050 is awesome. We all flocked to your channel because of the 1050 with triples. And yes, I get it. The triples are awesome. I do like it. And the 1050 is great too. Yeah. It just doesn't serve the need that I need. I request more jam, more peanut butter and jam.
Yeah.
And the 1050 is just giving me peanut butter, not jam.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Just giving me peanut butter. You know, and I like peanut butter.
Yeah.
Preferably the crunchy stuff.
What?
Yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah.
Are you smooth or crunchy?
I don't mind either. Sometimes I'll put another buy smooth, because my kids like smooth. Then I'll chuck just extra peanuts in because I like crunchy.
Just throw some peanuts and shells and everything right on top of that.
No,
yeah, no big deal. That's how we roll around here. All right, watch this. Oh yeah, you got this. Careful.
You stabilize me.
Oh yeah, so you can get a lid on that, right?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
You just you need to tuck it into some free corners in there. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that's
oh, one here.
Blockage monitor.
There. Now the lid will fit.
Sure.
Awesome. It's never looked so good, I'm not gonna lie. And we're unwired. We just gotta give the cab a few little wipe downs. And we're ready to rock and roll. We'll start it up here. Classic. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. I said there's going to be a lot of wind.
I didn't know
we don't have wind. Unhook it there. There we go. We got this. Okay. I guess I should try and pop the pin out here. I know they got to do some wiggling. Gotta wiggle the front tires a little bit. You can't use the articulated like an articulated tractor. You need me to back up a bit? I'll back up a little bit. Yeah. Forward a bit. Forward a bit. Don't hold the drill back up a bit. It's a really tight fit. There it is. Woo! You got this.
I know.
Okay. All right, we're just gonna go and park this thing over here. So this tractor is ready for a road trip. No, not to the North Farm. And yes, I will keep my triples on. I rode it with the triples. We are 21 feet 6 inches wide, if you're wondering. I will be roading it to town when a sufficient replacement is found. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna miss it a little bit. I am gonna miss it. I'm just gonna park it right here. Man, I'm looking forward to spring, you guys. I'm gonna hook up those drills. Look forward to that. Okay. Turn off our battery. We're good to go. Oof. It's a beaut. It sure is a beaut. Four bars on the ground, that's exactly what I like to see. Lee, I've got a lot of tires back here, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of tires back here.
Why? Like when we were moving with the drill, like you didn't worry about the bridge, the drill, you worried about the tires.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna let you guys go. Whoa! Okay. You know, I leave for 2 minutes. Where's Rickles? Rickles! He's around here somewhere. I just don't know where he is. So obviously this is my 690, in case you didn't know that. And we're doing some work to it. So we wanted to pull out this here shaft because we want to change these bearings. And that shaft comes out of here. And the only way to pull that shaft off is you have to pull these duals off. We also put in a new trough. This trough here with all these augers. There is 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 augers under here. Pulls everything this way, right? So we put a new trough in, and they put new bearings in all these augers. They've been doing a lot of work to this thing. I haven't been around, obviously, because I've been kind of here and there and all over the place. So something, remember when I said something broke under here? Remember when I was doing my year in review with this combine? Remember when I said it had a breakdown, that pan or something? So that's what we're working on. So while we're stripping it all apart, we're just putting a bunch of new stuff in. Here's one of the sieves right here. This is the sieve. See the sieve broke? So we put a new sieve in. And we actually had everything off. They had everything. My older brother Terry and Rickles, Frankles, and pretty much all of the crew have been working on this thing. So here's this trough that we took out. See how it's all wore out here? See? It's just tin and it's just completely wore out. So this thing has 1,500 separator hours, okay? Which is quite a few. And the other thing that we're doing is we're doing all these shaker arms. See how these are all silver? They're no longer green. Put new shaker arms on. Now, why do you got to do that? That's a really good question. Here's all these shaker arms. The green ones are all the ones that were pulled off, right? Because they're the original colors. It's because these rubber bushings are starting to get beat up. They're cracking. See if I can zoom in on this just a little bit. And they've reached the end of their lifespan. So we were talking to John Deere. Rickles! Just the person I wanted to talk to. And they said you got to replace these at about 1,500 separator hours. So I don't know if you remember, but these are the exact same thing that was pounding out on our Ideal combines just this last fall. And if you don't catch them in time, well, you can do a lot of damage. The difference is the John Deere, this is the first time they've been replaced, hence they're green. They are 1,500 hours, separator hours, shaking. The Ideals were about 400 hours, separator hours, shaking. So about 3 times the lifespan. So anyways, Rickles, are you gonna kind of walk us through what you've been doing here?
Wow.
Yeah, no pressure.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, but there's no pressure. And then Wyatt, my nephew, he's the smallest of everybody, obviously, and he was inside here trying to put all these bolts because they redid the bearings. Here we go. Whoops, sorry. On all those augers. And then they had to put, of course, new bolts in there. See that? Oops. Rickles, you've been working on this thing pretty much from stage 1, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
So, what has been the hardest thing you've had to do?
Well, I didn't have to do it. Obviously, Wyatt did it.
Wyatt, right.
He could fit in it.
That guy's awesome.
But taking that bed pan out,
Yeah, the trough thing,
Yeah.
thingamajigger, that was not fun.
that's not fun.
I heard that was really not fun.
Yeah. Well, we have that book, right? And
Yeah, like the manual, the part, like the actual, to know how to dismantle everything and put
Yeah.
it all back together without having spare parts.
yeah, it said you got to take the chopper off and the tailboard off.
And the sieve out because it's all got to come out the back.
Well,
Which-
turns out we never had to.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I did all that work really for nothing.
Oh, that's how I like to roll.
But we did find that the sieve was cracked, so we had to replace that anyway.
Oh, it's really dark in here. I actually can't see anything. It's got our brand new sieve in here. You guys can't see that.
Hey, light. Oh.
Rickles, you're awesome. Oh. New sieve. New trough. You can see it's all green up there. And none of this was in here. This combine was completely gutted. These guys have been working extra hard. So yes, you can actually send these things in for a green light, and they're going to do the exact same thing we're going to do. There's a multi-check. We have a. Do we have the green light checklist? Somewhere.
We did.
Yeah, somewhere we have a green light checklist. Same as what the techs would use. And you just go through and you check everything. You wiggle everything that you got to do, and the difference is, as we could probably do it for, I don't know, $15,000 worth of parts, and we have to have labor. We got to pay Rickles here regardless whether we're working on this John Deere combine or he's just sweeping the shop. Right, Rickles?
Yeah. I think you'd rather have me working.
I would rather have you working on this than sweeping the shop. Where I think we're like 10 to 15,000 in parts into it between everything, and we're doing a lot of it. Like we're just completely regutting it pretty much. Now, keep in mind, we did regut the Ideals last year. We didn't, but ACO did. And they put a tremendous amount of dollars. I heard figures of something like $60K, something like that, which does make sense if you're going to have the dealership do all that work. So we can just do it for the parts. Rickles, are you draining this oil here, good sir?
I did.
You giving us some new fresh oil?
Some fresh oil.
I love fresh oil.
I gotta find the pump first.
Oh yeah, that's minor details.
Actually, the oil didn't look too bad in there, so
No?
it's not. Yeah.
Well, does it say how often it's supposed to be done?
I don't think so. Couldn't find it anywhere, but maybe the owner's manual says it.
Oh.
Oh.
So yeah, so this is kind of what they've been working on for the. Well, you're working on and off, right, Rickles?
Yeah.
It's not like it's a consistent thing every day.
No, there's a lot of stuff to do between.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and waiting for parts.
Like they're working on trucks, we're waiting on parts. You know, we just kind of keep coming in here. It's a good thing you guys are doing it, not Mike, because everyone knows that Mike isn't a mechanic. We would have a lot of leftover parts if it was up to Mike doing this. Okay, you guys get the idea. Although I should say we're not doing concaves, and we're not doing the knuckles. The knuckles are on the rotor. Ooh, I almost dropped my phone here. We're not doing any of these. We're not touching the rotor. It's fine. Not touching the feed accelerator. It's in good shape. Feeder chain's all in good shape. Everything inside there is all in good shape. Just doing all the bearings on these cross augers, and did the trough and did the sieve, and all these. These here are actually very expensive. Like it adds up. Like you can spend thousands of dollars very quickly on all these shaker arms. Okay, I think that's it, right, Rickles?
I think so.
Yeah, we're still missing our tailboard and stuff. Are we gonna do anything with these knives? I don't know. Definitely getting worn down, but I guess we'll see.
Now we have to do the green light checks, like belts and
Belts, yes, belts and chains, and
We got all the
we
hard stuff
checked.
out
We
of the way.
checked all the flighting,
Yeah.
the cross augers. This is the clean. This is the tailings. They're in good shape.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've done anything with the paddle chains in there yet, but we'll take a peek at that. And any bearings that look like they might be a little bit out of place, we're just, I do believe that they're changing those bearings as well, right, Rickles? Right. Cool beans. Looks awesome.
Good stuff.
All right, Rickles, you have yourself a good one. I got to get the cracking, but I got to go do bookwork.
Okay.
Whoever said that, that was fun.
Wow.
Whoever said that was a good time.
Would you rather be in here?
I would probably rather be in here, I'm not going to lie.
So too.
Bookwork or changing bearings. I'd rather change bearings
Wow.
than bookwork. I know.
That's an iffy one, yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
All right, see you guys. Adios, amigos.